Hello, everybody, and welcome to e-rev TV, where tonight we're going to be hosting our playoff preview show. CEVO's finished the fight COD4 tourney. I'd like to wish everybody a happy new year as we head into 08. And tonight, I'm your host, Anger, on the video, the man, the myth, the legend, Limeic. What's going on, Lime?
Not much. We got something different for you guys tonight. Hopefully we'll have a lot of panels, a lot of discussion, and I know one for me, I'm looking forward to those playoffs, and I hope everybody is too as well.
Yep, no doubt about that. And co-casting with me tonight, Kevin Starbuck Koch. What's going on, Starbuck?
Not much right now, Anger. Just waiting to see the panel here. I think Limeic's got his mic down there. Here's some echo, but just waiting for everybody to come in and give their preds on the casts, as well as hear from the head of the CEVO admins, Tannehill, see what he's expecting in this playoffs.
Yeah, and can't forget Shogun. What's going on, Shogun?
Hey man, what's up? Really looking forward to these playoffs. There's a lot of powerhouse teams in it coming off the X-Fire tournament, so I think it's going to be some good competition all around.
Yeah, no doubt about that. All right, what's on the agenda tonight? And I wanted to try something different. We used to do this in our other series that we covered, so I wanted to bring it on over here. Tonight, first off the bat, will be Tannehill. He's the CEVO admin, and I'd like to say hello to Tannehill. What's going on, bro?
Hey guys, what's going on? Not much.
And after we get done with him, we're going to be talking to some of the players that are actually in the playoffs tonight, and they're going to give us their opinions on how the CEVO tournament went, rules and whatnot, and actually we're going to be doing a bracket breakdown of all the matches in the first round. Now, what we're going to do is something a little different. Now, everybody out there that's listening, head on over to IRC at pound e-rev on the GameSurge network, and if you want questions to Tannehill, the CEVO admin, you can get your questions across. Hit up Starbuck. He's e-rev Starbuck on the e-rev channel, and get your questions there. Please try to make them somewhat serious, okay? Because Tannehill is a very important person here for CEVO, so we want to make sure he gets some good questions. But I know there was a little bit of drama and different things, how the brackets and teams were voted in. So, you know, I know some of you people have some questions, maybe CPI, I'm not sure, but you can get those questions across and he will answer them the best way he can. Also, if you have questions for the players that we're going to have in as our panel, you can get those to them also. To be really brief on that portion, because we have a big bracket to break down. But tonight, we're going to welcome in later on, not this moment, but we're going to welcome in Fear from Instruments of God, Dan C. from 50 Cal, Arsenal from e-rev, Gnome from Nexus, Apollo from Innervate, Morris from Fabricated X, Badfish from Unrivaled Entertainment, and Havocs from Guardians. They're going to do. We're going to just break down all the teams real quick and give us, predictions on that. And also, you guys can do the same thing. If you guys want to be a caster for one day, go on over to www.e-rev.tv, register for our forums, and in there, I'll make up a channel or somewhere where you can put this in. The person with the most wins of the predictions will get to be a special caster for one of the semifinal matches that we're going to cast. So that's going to be a little added feature. So if you ever wanted to let your 2 cents known on the air and just want to talk it up, you can kick it with me and the rest of the guys here and get that done. So make sure you head on over to the e-rev forums and put your predictions in. The one with the most will get that casting gig for that one day. Now we're going to get on over to the question and answering portion of this. And Tannehill, I really appreciate you coming by and doing this. I know this tournament in this league is just top notch, and my first question is, overall, how do you think this tourney went, through this whole 7 matches and as we go into the playoffs?
I think we had some kinks here and there. Obviously, it's always hard. I'm sure anybody that runs the league will agree with me. It's always hard to try to get your settings down for something that will be competitive worthy. So that's pretty much one of our. That's pretty much what we were going for with this tournament. Was to try to get our settings down. I think we kind of did do that successfully. So.
What was one of the challenges? I know the perks and whatnot. I mean, what was the hardest thing to really make it a balanced game, at least for this, for this tourney?
There's a lot of things. Map list, region. Let's see what else. The walling has been a big issue. Stuns. People wanting us to nerf certain weapons. People wanting Juggernaut out, Juggernaut in. It's just like I said, just probably like the Juggernaut, stuff like that. It's been one of the biggest hot topics we've had, I think. So.
How was the community in that? I mean, were they pretty helpful in that sense? Were they real boisterous in helping you, make these decisions for rules and whatnot?
Yeah, I think the community was very supportive. Obviously, anytime there's something that they don't like, they'll let their voice be known, and they'll let you know. But I think we had a couple meetings before the tournament happened. Everybody kind of said generally what they want, and hopefully we're gonna have another one after the fact. And just people they kind of let you know when you're going, what happens. Like when we actually decided to switch off vacant for a little bit, but we switched back to that based off the community input. So. Yeah, they've been really good about letting us know, so I'm very appreciative of them for that.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Now, one of the things I've noticed from reading a couple of forum threads in there, I noticed some of the teams with forfeit wins that made the playoffs. Was it hard to let the teams move forward into the playoffs while knowing other teams maybe had a harder bracket and they may have lost only one match and not make it in? Because I know you had one wild card spot. I mean, how did that develop in getting those playoff teams in?
Well, we based everything off of our CPI for all the groups, and that I guess unfortunately that happened, but it was kind of a luck of the draw type thing. So for those teams that had that one loss thing, they've always got the placement tourney, which will be coming up that they can try to get into, and I think we'll go from there. But it's nothing really we could do. I mean, it was unfortunate, but.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And I'm sure, like, when the actual CEVO League starts, those teams that maybe miss the playoffs by a little bit, I mean, they'll just have to prove themselves or just really knock it out in those in the actual league itself and then make the playoffs, because I'm sure it'll be a little bit easier to get some wild card teams in and whatnot, depending on how you guys decide to go, what route you guys want to take in that.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm going to insert a little ad for us here. We will be having a placement tourney shortly after the league, and what's going to happen is, obviously, after the tournament. After this tournament, the top 8 teams from the tournament are going to go into CEVO automatically. The teams 9 through 16 are going to be automatically invited to the CEVO placement tourney, and then we'll be taking 8 applications for the remaining 8 slots. So we're going to have a 16-slot, I believe it's double elim placement tourney, and the top 8 teams get into CEVO. So. They can always
in case some people, yeah, no doubt. In case there's some new teams watching that maybe didn't join the tournament, how can they get a hold of your league, and where do they go?
They can just go to CEVO.com and they can sign up for the league there when we actually start the league. I'm available 24/7 on IRC at #CEVO or #CEVO-cod4, and they can get a hold of me if I'm not there. I'll answer my PMs when I get back. So. But they can get there, and we will have, shortly after the end of this tournament, we'll be having an application if they want to try to see about getting into CEVO, and we'll judge off what we think are the best applications to getting into the placement tourney.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Really quick, without getting into the intricacies of it, but how does the CPI work? Really, I mean, when it comes to the breakdown and whatnot.
Well, the CPI is, luckily I already pulled up a forum post because I knew you were going to be asking. The CPI is calculated off of 6 components: the point index, win percentage, strengths of schedule, margin of victory, opponent strengths of schedule, and a head-to modifier. I'll actually I'll put the link to that in the e-rev channel right now if anybody wants to take a look at it. So I just spammed it in the e-rev channel for you guys. So there's a link to it in the channel. Right. Everybody can kind of see there if they want to get to it. So I can explain it far better than I can.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, okay, well, that is pretty much on my end on the questioning. Starbuck or Shogun, do you guys have any questions for our man of the hour here, Tannenhill?
I've got a few. Shogun, do you want to go first if you have any?
No, I'm good, man. You go ahead.
Alright, I've got just a couple questions. Let's go to this one. Actually, I have one from Bloodline Apostle and from DNO Jammin, and they're pretty much the same question, just intertwined words. So let me just read Jammin's question here. He says, what is CEVO planning on doing to try to make the COD community more universal? Is CEVO going to have a flexible rule set to prevent different map rotations and rule sets for Cal, TGL, and other leagues?
Well, we have been talking with Sean, of course. We have been talking with Sean a little bit with Moores as well from TGL, and we're trying to get what we think would be the best rule set for the community. So we're gonna be working on that. Honestly, the thing that I think everybody has to realize is we can't go too far into setting down a rule set, setting on map lists and everything until we get mod tools. So we're kind of the status. We kind of like what we have right now, but once mod tools comes out, we're going. I think all the other leagues will agree too. We're going to seriously start looking at maybe getting something universal in.
Alrighty, sounds good. Next question I have here is from Rive Badfish. He's asking you, Ian, what you would do differently if you could go back and do this tournament again.
Well, the biggest thing is I wish we had more time to put on the tourney, because if we had more time, I could obviously allow a couple more teams in the playoffs. So I wish we had some more time to run it before going into our league. That would be the big thing for me.
Alrighty, that's all the questions I have right now for Ian.
All right, I really appreciate again you taking the time out. We hammered you with a couple of hard questions there, and I appreciate you answering them honestly and everything. And your leagues, this tournament has been very successful, and we wanted to say thank you to you for giving us the opportunity to cast all the matches. And we'll be casting tomorrow 3 matches from the CEVO playoff starting at 8 Eastern, and we'll have 3 in a row, so we'll be knocking that out. But I appreciate you, Tannehill, for coming by. Again, you can hang out here and listen to everything else that's going to go on. Right now I'm going to bring the rest of the people in from the panel, and hopefully everybody's here, so I'm going to bring them on in right now. Right. Pretty much brought everybody in. There's some people that have left, but I'm sure they will be right back. So I want to welcome in. We have Andy, which is 50 Cal Dancy. We have Apollo from Innervate. We have Arsenal from e-rev. We have Gnome from Nexus. We have Badfish coming from Unrivaled Entertainment, and we have Havocs from Guardians. And last but not least, we have Moores from Fabricated X. What's going on, gentlemen?
What's up, nerds?
Woo!
Now you heard a bit of, you may or may not have heard a little bit of the question that's been going on to Tannenhill, but I want to give it up to the people out there, see if they want to ask any of these players any questions. Real briefly, you can get that on over to my man Starbuck. But in the meantime, in your guys' opinion, how do you guys think the league went overall? I know the game just came out. We're coming up. CEVO did an outstanding job, at least giving us this opportunity to play. How do you guys feel it went?
I think CEVO was set up well, except for the extensive abuse of the MP5. Other than that, tremendous.
Yeah, I think it went through a lot smoother than the X-Fire tournament, which also went well.
Now, if you guys had something else to change, what would it be? Just, rule sets or anything of that nature?
Makeup matches.
You can't really have makeup matches in a tournament, but nerfing.
Well, the teams with 4 forfeit wins, you could probably do something there.
We stratted very hard for those forfeit wins, alright? So, get over it.
Yeah, I think maybe some kind of preliminaries or something to kind of weed out the teams that would eventually just disappear.
Stuns out, exploding cars out, flying paper out.
Yeah, getting weather effects removed would really help a lot.
That's a big one.
Alright, well, there we have it there. Right now we're going to go over the CEVO playoff brackets right now, and then everybody's going to talk about each individual match really quick as we run down. There are a lot of matches, and I want to get everybody's in this panel's opinion. And first off, we're going to talk about Platoon X, used to be TFS. They're taking on Even Flow, and how do you guys look at that match between these two teams?
MP5.
I think Platoon X is going to win that one. They try a lot. I think they're going to come out with that. It's going to be like 13-3, Platoon X.
I gotta agree with
Wow.
Andy. MP5. That's all that needs to be said about that one.
There's gonna be a bunch of proning and MP5ing all over that map.
Spacebars too.
Oh yes.
Wow.
Some exploding
E-rev.
cars.
All right, you'll be catching that match live here at 8 Eastern. That'll be our first match tomorrow. The next match, and I know Dan C, you won't be able to comment on that unless you want to lay it out there on the line. But we have 50 Cal going against Artifact Gaming tomorrow in this second match.
Well,
Artifact wins. Big upset.
We lost the scrim to Fabricated X, so I think we're gonna lose.
Yeah, Fabricated X sucks, man.
50 cal will win that big.
Yeah, it won't
Best
be
teams in the
close. If Artifact gets around, that's a plus for them.
Wow. So you're seeing a blowout 13-0, huh?
No.
They'll get like 4 or 5 rounds. They're a playoff team. Can't be that bad.
All right, our next match we have Nexus Gaming's second team, Team Gruffalo, going against No Pression. I'm not too familiar with both of these teams, but maybe I know you guys probably are. Why don't you guys lay it on the line and tell me what you see?
No pressure. No pressure's gonna hang out at spawn. They're French, so they're gonna hang out at spawn.
Oh,
All 13 rounds. Maniaco's gonna bait his team.
yeah, they're definitely gonna win.
No Pression's played together for a pretty long time. So they'll win.
Maniaco's on that team? Well, yeah. Well, that's a win.
Yeah, he is.
He'll be proning in some corner.
They use stunts all the time, too.
It's not a joke.
All right, man. Our next one, we have Active God going against Nexus Gaming, and may want to take a backseat on this one, Gnome.
Move on. Nexus Gaming.
Next.
Yeah.
I don't think
Next God.
that'll be closer than you guys think. That AOG team is pretty good on that map.
Yeah, they're not bad. And
They'll get 5 at least.
A-Rock.
I see SSR doing awful. A-Rock's good. SSR's gonna go like 3-17.
I don't know, does anybody want to scrim us later so they can get our demo? Because they were asking for it.
I'll give it to him.
That match will be like 13-10, 13-9.
They already have it now.
Wow.
Okay, good.
They practiced really hard, and they're much better than I thought they were.
Yeah, they are a good team.
Yes.
Nexus is very good too.
Yeah, but Havoc, they have Nightfall.
Nexus will win, I'm pretty sure. But AOG is a really good team. I'd like to see them back in the placement tournament.
All right. Now these ones I'm really not familiar with. Final Destination and Unexpect. You guys talk about this one?
UNX.
Oh.
Nicholas wins it.
CNN?
Who's
Unexpect
picking that one?
strats all the time.
Yeah, they're good.
Nicholas is a sniping psychopath, so
Yeah,
he'll
that's
probably win.
ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah, Unexpect should win that one.
Handily.
All right. We have 0 Hour against Illicit Gaming. This should be pretty interesting.
0 Hour.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask that.
Illicit.
I see
Alright.
FK and Herc doing good with his team. They strat a lot.
All right. We have e-rev and Death is not an option. This is going to be an interesting match.
Death is not an option. e-rev sucks.
DNO's gonna lay it down because they have that jamming kid. He's pretty good. Hello.
Ira's good. I think it could go either way.
Oh, you can't forget Starbucky. He's going to pull some clutches off.
Don't see that happening. But he has a very big head.
All right. The next match we have, actually, these are two BF2 teams, and this is, well, actually, these is 2 teams coming together for 20 ID. There's a little drama there how that turned about, but we have 20 ID going against Rival Gaming.
2018.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's
either
kinda-
of them.
I haven't played either, but I heard that 20 ID team's pretty good.
They're not bad. I think they're better than Rival. They should beat them about 13-8.
Do they deserve a CeVo Peace spot?
Oh, definitely.
Wow.
Okay.
We have check 6050.
Check 6.
Check 6.
I think,
Check 6 has better players.
050 played 2 games in group play and they lost one of them. I think that's worth noting.
They're having roster issues also, like, cause like most of them play TF2 and then come back to COD4.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna say check 6 pretty much hands down on this one.
They're gonna win because Panthers.
Yes.
All right.
He is tall.
Fabricated X up front gaming.
Ooh, that is a good
UF.
one.
That's a good
I don't
match,
know.
yeah.
Front.
UF will blow them out.
I
I think Fabricated X will win.
think
I
so
just
too.
like
actually.
UF's new name because it's Rolgul or something.
Up front has
Orgle.
47, and 47's
I think
Yeah, no.
UF's gonna win also. We have Enforcer.
I think Fabricated X will win,
Ginger kid.
like 13-10.
Yeah, it'll be real close. Definitely match of the week.
All right, and the next match, this is going to be our 10 o'clock Eastern match, Instruments of God against Wera.
IOG, maybe?
IOG.
That one's pretty close.
Is Caster still playing for IOG or what happened? Caster
Yeah,
still
I think
playing?
he is. That's one with Fear, right?
Yeah,
And,
I think he's on there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, IOG should win.
Yeah, they're a good team. As long as it's not Pipeline.
Oh, we're always playing WoW and crap, so IOG.
All right, the next one we have is End Effect and Castrated.
Ooh,
End effect.
probably End Effect.
End Effect's a better team.
I think.
Is castrated that team with Dex? That
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
other guy? Yeah, that one. At least one
Everyone
of these
says
guys
they
hacked.
cheat.
I
Yeah,
just played
I've heard that a lot.
I'm positive one of the guys was cheating. So.
Wow, we have some accusations on. I love it.
CMN plays in that
He's
match.
the only person that I've
Pretty good.
played a scrim against that I think cheats.
If I call him a cheater, I'm not gonna get banned from the Cal forums, right?
This is a neutral venue. You can voice whatever you need
Okay,
to.
just making sure. Yeah, I think they cheat, but
Oh, that's a COD4 movie. Good job, Noam.
See, I'm in though.
All right,
Right,
next we have Bloodline Gaming and UNR, Unnecessarily Narcissistic Rhinoceros.
Bloodline
What-
because Knives is gonna camp in some hole somewhere.
Bloodline's actually really good. Apostle is ridiculous.
Yeah, Bloodline's good.
That's worth noting.
Bloodline will
Arblon
win.
is their
Bloodline is
player,
much
though.
better.
Arblon
Yeah, I see
Apostle's
a
out there running around.
Lone Wolf carries sometimes. Apostle's like right
Oh, yeah.
behind him though.
Apostle's insane.
Yeah.
He flails around corners.
All right, next we have up Feature Gaming against Team Pandemic.
Next.
Yeah.
What you need to
Yeah.
look at here is
How about
break down the goods and the bads about each team. That's what you gotta do.
How about we just call how many rounds Featured's gonna take off Pandemic?
2.
1.
About
Nah, they're
0
good.
1.
Who's
Sure,
on
Three. Going with 3.
Who's on
I
that
have
team?
$5 on 2.
I don't even think it
Now-
matters.
Now our next match, Havocs and Apollo will have to stay quiet on this one. This is our 9 o'clock Eastern matchup, Innervate against the Guardians.
Guardians, if they get their new computers. Brett's a massive nerd.
Havoc says
They're all gonna win.
a hilarious nade for
That
Alpha.
match will be closer than people think. We're
It
not
will
that
be,
good
it will
on that
be.
map.
It'll be good. It'll be fun.
We haven't been practicing much either.
I'll definitely tune into that.
All right. Last but not least, we have Unrivaled Entertainment and Hellfire Empire going up as the last match on this bracket.
Rive.
Rive
yeah,
for
we
sure.
lost at the Great X Zone. I don't know.
Clown Shoe still play for Rive?
Is JT
no.
Snake still on Hellfire? He'll sit on
Yeah,
people.
All them good kids.
All right. Well, there it is. Is the bracket breakdown there from the first round of the playoffs. And again, I want to. Is there any questions for these guys here, Starbuck? Has anybody hit you up on that?
Yeah, there's actually a few questions here for the panel. Let me go ahead, and this is the first one from Arab. He's asking the question to Logan, Rive Logan. He says, what do you think is the key to being good at Call of Duty 4?
I think I'm the perfect man to answer that question. You need, I don't know. It's really an interesting game compared to Call of Duty 1 and Call of Duty 2 because there is a lot less of a random factor, and walling really helps smart players a lot, I think.
And if you play with X
Tell all
on,
the new
you're
players,
just a better player.
new players need to just get an MP5 and enjoy the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't be afraid to pick up that shit. Also, it helps if you're X on to be awesome.
Yeah, I figured that. That was a good...
Naturally.
I wanted to add that. Yeah, he's a good player.
Next.
Yeah, what's the other question?
Alright. A Hart, once again for Logan, I'm going to hopefully get some other questions here, but A Hart for Logan says, Logan, does a Rive ever stop scrimming?
We try not to, but, you know, occasionally somebody will have to go to sleep or something like that will happen, and we'll have to cut it short.
I send scrims
Alright.
more than anybody.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we scrim a lot, but, like, half of our scrims are against them, so he's not one to tell.
Alright. The next question I have is actually an anonymous question, but it's also shared by myself. This question goes out to Dan C. If he's still here, I believe he is. The question is, Dan C., what are you wearing at this point in time?
Absolutely nothing, because, you know, I'm really big and there's nothing that I can get into at this point in time. I've just positioned myself on my chair so I can game all day.
Excellent.
So you just go straight up commando, Andy. I'm impressed, man. It's nice.
I'll tell you what, they'd see me in the jungle, trust me.
Alright, guys. Alright, we'll cut that portion out. No, just kidding. Anyway, just to let people know out there, we hopefully this was informative, entertaining, and whatnot for you people out there. Just wanted to do something for the community really quick. But tomorrow night, make sure you join us starting at 8 Eastern, where we're going to have Platoon X going against E-Flow. 9 Eastern, we'll have Guardians and Innervate, and then at 10 Eastern, Instruments of God versus Wera. So that will be our triple header matches for tomorrow to kick off the new year, and also the CEVO first round playoffs there. So there you go. There you have it. Make sure you head on over to our forums. Make sure you join there if you want to be a special caster for one day. Make a prediction on all the matches. The most prediction wins will win that excellent prize of casting with yours truly, the sexy beast that I am. And I want to thank everybody on this panel. I also want to thank Tannenhill from CEVO taking his time out, giving straight up answers. And until tomorrow, we will talk to you then. Bon voyage.